You've heard the stories. You know her name. Bridezilla. Her stories reach far and wide. She airs several billion times a week on WEtv. She's all the rage in the wedding community these days. And yeah, she's entertaining in a car crash who's that baby daddy kind of way. But for some obvious and not so obvious reasons, she must be stopped. Why Bridezilla must be stopped. Number 1, Bridezilla gives all brides a bad name. Without a singular, clear definition to work from, I think most of us can agree that a Bridezilla is, generally speaking, a highly emotional bride who's bent on getting the perfect wedding at any cost. The problem is the word Bridezilla is now being used to describe any bride who gets pissy over her wedding, regardless of context. It's being used as a weapon to keep brides in line with their behavior, because the last thing any bride wants is to be called a Bridezilla, right? But to me, it's just plain dismissive, like blaming a woman's bad mood on her period. It's a way of giving a quick label to something that you can't be bothered with. The way I see it, brides are stuck with 2 options. Either keep it together and don't exhibit any signs of stress or sadness, or succumb to those feelings and be henceforth known as Her Royal Majesty Queen Bitchy McTaffeta. Number 2, Bridezilla makes the WIC even more money. Bridezilla is the byproduct of an industry that hates her but needs her to survive. Here's how it works. The WIC perpetuates the queen for a day image that the bride is supposed to embody. Platinum everything, impeccable style, no details spared, you get the drift. All this adds up to high prices and high expectations. The once sensible and sane bride, after years of being bombarded with these images, falls prey to the hype. She wants the big expensive wedding she's seen since she was a kid, and she will have it at any cost, which is fantastic news for the WIC because they are prepared to sell her anything to make those dreams come true. The bride, now overwhelmed with all the tasks on the checklist and under so much financial strain, gets stressed the f*** out and takes it out on her loved ones. Someone from the WIC sees her and decides to point a camera at her. Someone else buys a time slot to air a commercial in the middle of the bride's freak fest. More brides freak out on camera, more people watch, more time slots are bought, and a star is born. The WIC turns brides into Bridezillas pretty much the same way a parent turns a kid into a spoiled brat. But instead of putting these brats into a corner, we put them in front of a camera, and then we laugh at them, and we point at them, and we threaten them on YouTube. In this way, we're no better than kids ourselves. Number 3, Bridezilla is ruining our relationships! Grooms have been under the misapprehension for years now that wedding planning is strictly a woman's work. And do you know why? Because the WIC knows it can make more money off a woman than a man. Because when a woman goes wedding shopping, she's shopping with her emotions. Grooms, being told they're if they help their brides, avoid planning like the plague. All the planning, which would be best shared between the 2 of them, is now heaped onto the shoulders of one person. The emotional one. And then people act all 31 flavors of shocked when the bride has her inevitable breakdown. Many Bridezillas are simply acting out the roles the WIC wrote for them. Every story needs a villain, I suppose. But what a strange story the wedding tells. Boy meets girl, boy wins girl, girl turns into nasty, evil, mean, big mega bitch.